Welcome back to the recent Grad Survival Guide series. So in this part of the series, we'll be going over self-compassion and self-care. Self-compassion is being kind and understanding towards oneself. Self-compassion can be broken down to three major tenets: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. Self-kindness is making sure you treat yourself with the same empathy you reserve for others. Common humanity is understanding that our misfortunes, mistakes, sufferings, and shortcomings are a part of the human experience and connect us together. Mindfulness is allowing our thoughts and experiences to pass through us without over-scrutinizing them or applying significance to them. And if you ever heard the saying, be your own best friend, this is applicable in this case when it comes to self-compassion, as it can be easy to slip into self-criticism, as we tend to criticize ourselves more than other people. And what self-compassion is saying is to treat ourselves with the same respect and dignity that we would reserve for others. So how can self-compassion help us? Self-compassion has been positively associated with greater satisfaction in life, better social connections with others, higher levels of optimism, and the ability to respond to stress with a positive outlook. Individuals with high levels of self-compassion have lower levels of anxiety and depression compared to those who do not practice self-compassion. And there are two exercises down here that you can do that are linked. Okay. So now let's go over self-care. During this pandemic, it's important that you always take care of your mind and body. Self-care can play an important role in keeping your stress at a healthy level. And sometimes we see self-care as like a buzzword. It's often associated with shopping sprees or bubble baths. But in reality, self-care doesn't have to cost any money. The American Psychological Association defines self-care as activities required for personal care, such as eating, dressing, or grooming, that can be managed by an individual without the assistance of others. Self-care can look like many different activities, such as going for walks, meditating, talking with friends, and playing a video game. Prioritizing sleep and staying active is also foundational to self-care. These habits may take some trial and error, and not every habit is right for everyone. So find what works for you. Most studies show that a minimum of 30 minutes per day of self-care can help with managing stress and preventing burnout. And just as we set aside time for productivity and work-related stuff, we can also set aside time each day and each week for self-care, whether that be looking for activities that would be of interest to you or doing them. Setting aside time for self-care is important for mental well-being. So that does it for this part. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to check out the rest of our series.